We started this series last Sunday
We zijn
on
vorige
overcoming
zondag begonnen
temptation.
met deze serie het
Beloved,
overkomen van verleiding.
in our day and age, temptation has become so common
Verleidingen zijn zo gewoon geworden.
that I think it supersedes any other generation.
Ik denk dat het hier meer is dan in welke generatie ooit.
Temptation has brought rather big people down.
Verleiding heeft best grote mensen.
Temptation has prevented people from moving into their destination.
Verleiding heeft mensen ervan weerhouden om in hun bestemming te
Temptation has disgraced people. It has
Verleiding heeft mensen
it
te
has caused
schande.
people to commit suicide
Het heeft mensen ertoe geleid om zelfmoord te
because they could not
plegen.
master it.
Omdat ze het niet konden
I
overmeesteren.
remember God told Cain that Cain, there is sin
God
knocking
zei
at
tegen
your
Kain,
door.
er is zonde tot dat je het
Master it.
overmeestert.
And Cain refused to master it.
En Kain weigerde om dat te doen.
The devil has been setting up traps for people.
De duivel heeft vallen gezet voor mensen.
He did it to Adam and Eve in the garden.
Hij heeft het gedaan met Adam en Eva.
When he realized the mission and the assignment God had given to them, he said, I will never let this happen.
Toen hij begreep wat voor een missie en opdracht ze hadden gegeven van God,
So
dat hij, ik
he
zal het nooit laten.
went into the garden to tempt them.
Dus toen hij in het hof kwam om hun te verleiden,
And he got them.
en toen kreeg hij hem.
And then he's still doing the same thing to us.
En hij doet nu nog steeds hetzelfde met ons.
He's setting traps
Hij zet vallen,
so that we will veer off the path of God.
zodat we zullen afwijken van de weg van
And
God.
therefore, 1 Timothy chapter 3, verse 7, last week we saw that the devil has some snare. So he said, Apostle Paul said that we should be very careful to hold on to Christ so that we do not fall into the trap or the snare of the evil one. He said, moreover, he must have.
Apostel
Here,
Paulus heeft gezegd dat we moeten
Apostle
waakzaam
Paul
zijn,
was
dat
actually
we
talking
niet in de
about-
vallen van de zaak ontrappen.
he was talking about church leadership,
Hij had het over de leiderschap van
how
de kerk,
church leaders must lead their lives.
hoe de kerkleiders hun leven moeten leiden.
Then he said, moreover, he must have a good testimony among those who are outside.
En daarbovenop moet hij een goede getuigenis hebben naar degene toe die buiten staan.
That means that if you are a church leader, let people outside know the Christ in you.
Dus als je een kerkleider bent, laat de mensen dan weten
He said,
dat
lest
Christus in jou.
he fall into reproach and the snare of the devil, the trap of the devil. So last week I said that everybody has a trap set for you.
Zo'n val gezet voor iedereen.
Then we come to our main text we are using for this series.
En de
First
hoofdtekst
Peter
die we
5:8.
gebruiken voor deze serie.
This is the text we are using for this series. 1 Peter 5:8.
1 Petrus hoofdstuk
And
5
it reads,
vers 8.
Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, walks about like a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour.
Wees verstandig en let goed op. Jullie vijand, de duivel,
Be
loopt
sober.
als een brullend leeuw die een prooi
Be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, walks about like a roaring lion, seeking whom.
Jullie vijand, de duivel, loopt rond als een brullende leeuw op zoek naar een prooi die hij kan verslinden.
And therefore, we took the words one by one and started explaining them last week to
En we
us.
hebben de woorden één voor één genomen en
So if
uitgelegd.
can you please take us back? All right. Now, these are what we saw last week. Be sober. The word sober. And I said the word sober means put yourself in order.
Wees
Bring
verstandig
yourself
hier
under
betekent, zorg ervoor dat je zelf op orde bent.
Organize yourself well.
Organiseer jezelf goed.
And be circumspect. In other words, everything you are doing, always make sure that your life is in order.
Wees van overtuigd dat alles wat je doet, dat je leven eerst op
That is
orde
what it
is.
means to be sober.
Dat is wat het betekent.
Be vigilant. And I said it means to watch out.
Wees op alert.
To open your eyes wide.
Kijk uit. Open je ogen wijd.
Because there are traps.
Want er zijn vallen.
There are snares.
Er zijn strikken.
So open your eyes. And I said last week, I said the Nigerians will say, shine your eyes.
En sommigen zeggen, schijn je ogen.
Now, then he gave a reason. You know, in between, it said, because. There's a reason.
Want
Live your life on reason.
leef je leven op reden.
It's not everybody are accepting into my life just like that.
Niet iedereen wordt zomaar geaccepteerd.
They have to come into my life with a reason.
Ze moeten mijn leven inkomen met een reden.
Then another word we looked at last week was adversary.
Een ander woord wat we...
Because then Paul said, because the adversary.
Want hij zegt hier...
And we said the adversary means an enemy.
Dus een vijand.
Opposer.
Iemand, een
An
tegenstander.
attacker.
Een aanvaller.
Now, and we use those words, two words. An opposer is somebody who is preventing you from going to a place.
Een tegenstander is iemand die jou van
An attacker can come from any side.
Een aanvaller kan
The
van
back,
welke kant afkomen.
the side,
van achter, van de
or the
zijkant,
front.
van voor.
Your adversary, the adversary is out there.
Is daar.
He's out there.
Hij is daar.
Then there's another thing we looked at. Let's
En er
go.
is nog iets waar we naar kijken.
We said the devil.
De duivel.
So our adversary is who? The devil.
Is onze vijand.
And what is he doing?
En wat doet hij?
He walks about.
Hij gaat rond.
And we said last week that what it means is that he's roaming about
Dus hij
without
gaat
any
over
specific
de
place to go.
aarde zonder dat hij echt een specifieke
He can
plek
be
heeft om te
at
gaan.
any place at any time.
Hij kan overal op elk moment zijn.
You don't know when he will visit you.
Je weet niet wanneer hij
And
op bezoek komt.
last week we read from Job chapter 1
En vorige week hebben we van Job hoofdstuk 1.
that when the children of God went to present themselves to God, he was there.
De kinderen van God die zelf hadden gepresenteerd.
Then God asked him, what have you come here to do?
Aan God.
And where are you from?
Wie zijn jullie? Waar komen jullie vandaan?
He said,
Wat
Lord,
komen jullie doen?
I am going to and fro.
En hij zegt, Heer, ik ga...
I am moving about.
Ik beweeg me overal.
And anywhere I want to be, I can be there. I mean, because the earth has been leased to me right now.
En
So,
overal waar ik wil zijn, daar kan ik zijn.
beloved, I said last week that we have to be very careful because the devil can come to you at any time.
We moeten heel voorzichtig zijn, want de duivel kan op elk moment naar je toe komen.
And he comes with a purpose
En hij komt met het doel
to devour you,
om je te verslinden,
to destroy you,
om je te vernietigen,
to break you down,
om je te breken.
to stop you from achieving God's purpose on your life.
Om je ervan te weerhouden om het doel van God in je
Now, the last thing we also studied is that he behaves like what he is not.
En hij gedraagt zich als wat hij niet is.
He presents to you what he is not.
Hij presenteert zichzelf als wat hij niet is.
And the word we used last week is deception. Let's all say deception.
En het woord wat we vorige week
He
hadden
uses deception
deceptie.
to trick us.
En hij gebruikt dat om
His major tool is deception.
Dat is zijn grootste...
So when he got to the garden, he used this trick, deception, to get Eve.
Toen hij naar het hof...
When you eat it, your eyes will open. And you will become like God.
En dan word je als God.
Deception. And I gave an example last week. I said that you have to be very careful. Some things will come to you in a deceptive manner.
Sommige dingen zullen je naar je toe
And
komen.
I remember I was even talking to the young girls and I was telling them that look, a man will come and promise you the whole world.
Een man kan naar je toe komen en je de hele wereld beloven.
Only to get into your pants.
Alleen maar om in je boek te komen.
Then after that,
Daarna zal hij je lukken.
some businesses will come to you
Zaken kun je naar
in
je
a
toe komen
deceptive way
in een misleidende vorm.
and lure you
En
and later get you into it. Deception.
misleiding.
Deception is a tool.
Misleiding is...
He moves around like a roaring lion. Like.
Hij
But
gaat
he is
rond
not
als
a
een
lion.
verliezende leeuw. Hij is
Jesus
een
is
leeuw.
the lion of the tribe of Judah.
Jezus is de leeuw van de
The
stam van
devil
Juda.
is not.
De duivel is dat niet.
And therefore, he will come to you with deception.
En daarom komt hij naar je met misleiding.
Then I said, we don't have to be afraid, but we have to also be afraid.
We hoeven niet bang te zijn. Maar we
Number one, we are not afraid because he's not a lion.
We zijn niet bang, want hij is geen leeuw.
But we have to also be afraid because he can trick us into his traps.
Maar we moeten ook wel weer bang zijn, omdat hij ons kan misleiden in zijn vorm.
So beloved, these words that we just got from 1 Peter 5:8 will be going back and forth to it. That's why it's our foundation. And that's why I have
Deze tekst,
explained.
1 Petrus 5
And I
vers
want
8, we zullen we
all
kort
of us to
naartoe
pay
gaan.
attention to it.
Want dit is onze basis.
And therefore,
Ik wil dat iedereen goed oplet.
we define temptation. What is temptation then?
Wat is verleiding?
Then I said temptation is satanic ploy to get man to deviate. Let's not say deviate. Deviate from his or her God-given mission or assignment on earth.
Verleiding is een plan van de duivel om de mensen weg te halen van het doel.
Satanic ploy to get you to deviate
plan om jou
from your God-given mission.
Af te leiden van de missie die God jou heeft gegeven.
Amen. Adam and Eve in the garden, the devil wanted them to deviate from, because God said, the Bible said God put them in the garden and said, keep it, maintain it.
De Bijbel zegt dat God Adam en Eva in het hof hadden gezet om het te ondergaan.
And the devil came to distract them, so they would transgress, they would deviate.
Af te leiden, daarom kon ze niet verder gaan.
Amen. So let us be very careful. There's a ploy out there to cause you to deviate from your assignment.
Dus wees voorzichtig, want er is een plan daar
Then I
om
said,
af te leiden van
it can come through men or situations. Can come through people.
Het kan door mensen komen en door situaties.
Some people can come your way.
Sommige mensen kunnen op je pad
And the
komen.
devil will use them to tempt you.
En de duivel zal ze gebruiken om jou te verleiden.
Situations can come your way, and that situation will come to tempt you.
Hetzelfde met situaties. Situaties kunnen naar je toe komen om je te misleiden.
I said basically, it can come from those who laugh.
Het kan komen van diegenen die
Or those you innocently don't expect it from.
En van diegenen waar je het niet van verwacht.
Yeah, people you love. The devil can use them to tempt you. And those you don't expect it from.
En degene van wie
And I gave an example of Peter and Jesus.
En ik gaf een voorbeeld van Petrus en Jezus.
You know, Peter, Jesus loved so much.
Jezus hield zoveel van Petrus.
And now watch this. I said temptation is always to cause you to deviate from your God-given mission or assignment. Watch
En
this.
verleiding is om jou te...
Jesus' mission on earth was to come and die.
Jezus'
save us from sin.
missie op aarde was om te sterven
And reconcile us back to God.
en ons te verzoenen met God.
Now here is a case. He has been here at the tail end of his mission.
En
He was telling the
aan
disciples,
het einde van zijn missie vertelde hij aan zijn discipelen:
I am about to die.
ik sta op het punt om te sterven.
And on the third day, I will rise again.
En op de derde dag zal ik
Now his
opstaan.
best friend, the one he loved, said, no, you are not going to die.
En zijn beste vriend, die hij het meest lief was, zei: nee, u gaat niet sterven.
Now I'm going to tell you something. It's something we are going to talk about, but let me just draw your attention to it. When you read Luke chapter 4,
Als we Lucas hoofdstuk 4 gaan lezen,
the Bible says the devil went to tempt Christ, isn't it? Which we will study.
dan vertelt de Bijbel dat de duivel Jezus...
In verse 14 of 13 and 14 of
in
Luke
vers
4,
13 en 14 van
the Bible says,
zegt
after the temptation, Satan left Jesus for a while to get him again later.
ging Satan een beetje een tijdje weg van Jezus.
And that later happened this time on the road to Caesarea Philippi. And now the devil changed how, the method, how he was going to attack Jesus.
En de duivel veranderde zijn methode van hoe hij
Now
Jezus
watch
zou
this.
aanvallen.
In the wilderness,
In de
he
wildernis
used Jesus' thoughts
gebruikte hij Jezus zijn gedachten
to tempt him.
om hem te verleiden.
Now this time round, when he left him for a while, only to get him again, now he did not come like that. He went through the one he loved. Peter.
Nadat hij hem een tijdje met rust had gelaten, kwam hij door degene van wie hij het meeste hield.
So Peter said, you are not going to die. And Jesus had to
En
discern.
Petrus zei, u gaat niet dood. En Jezus moest
Be sober.
scheiden.
Be vigilant.
Wees sober.
Jesus was vigilant.
Alert.
And so that no, these words are not from Peter.
En zei, deze
Because these words are going to cause me to deviate from my mission.
Want deze woorden die zullen mij ervan weerhouden.
That is why Jesus turned to Peter and said, get thee behind me, Satan.
En daarom zei hij tegen Petrus, ga af.
Sometimes somebody will come and say some words to you that is making you angry. Know that it is the devil trying to get you.
Wat je boos maakt en dat is de duivel die jou probeert te pakken.
So be vigilant.
Dus wees alert.
See how you will reply.
En let op hoe jij reageert.
Somebody may come your way
Iemand komt misschien op je
and
pad
may use certain words.
en kan bepaalde woorden
Anything that is
gebruiken.
causing you to deviate
Iets wat jou ervan kan
is not of God.
afleiden, is niet van God.
So Jesus said, "Get thee behind me, Satan." Meanwhile, Peter
Jezus
was the
zei,
one
ga
talking.
achter mij staan, terwijl Petrus was die aan het praten was.
Now watch this. Job,
Job,
the wife.
zijn vrouw.
Job was in trouble, and the wife said, "Curse
Job
God
had
and that.
problemen.
Are you the
En
only
zijn vrouw
righteous man?"
zegt, vervloek God en zegt, ben jij de enige rechtvaardige
Job
man?
looked at the wife and said, "You are talking like those foolish women.
En Job keek haar aan en zei, je praat als een rare vrouw.
It can be your husband, it can be your wife."
Het kan je man zijn, het kan je vrouw zijn.
Now watch this. Nobody marries to divorce.
Niemand trouwt om te gaan
And
scheiden.
sometimes God can use, the devil can use your spouse
Maar soms kan de duivel
to
dus
cause you to deviate.
je echtgenoot gebruiken om jou af te leiden.
Because you see, in marriage, when the husband gets discouraged
Als een man ontmoedigd raakt
and the wife gets distracted,
en de vrouw wordt
the
afgeleid,
devil destroys.
dan vernietigt de duivel.
So you have to be very careful because
Dus
your
moet je
mission
best
is
zijn.
I have to marry because marriage is to depict our fellowship with God.
Het huwelijk is er om onze
So if you don't take care, the devil will pass through one of us.
En als we niet voorzichtig zijn, dan zal de duivel door ons heen werken.
And sometimes I said the person unassuming, it can be through pastors.
En soms kan het zelfs
Hey,
door
go to
pastors
Africa,
zijn.
some pastors have destroyed marriages.
Sommige pastors hebben huwelijken vernietigd.
Because I give an example, 1 Kings 13.
In 1 Koningen hoofdstuk
You
13
saw the old prophet and the young prophet.
zagen we de oude profeet en de
A young prophet had gone to Bethel
De
to
jonge
perform,
profeet was
to
naar
minister.
Bethel gegaan om te dienen.
Old prophet in the
De
house,
profeet,
the sons went and told him about everything this Monday.
zijn zonen vertelden hem alles wat de jongeman deed.
He said, "Show me where he passed."
En hij zei, zeg, laat maar zien waar
He went and said,
is.
"Hello, my son."
En hij zei, hallo mijn zoon.
He said, "Yes, sir."
Hij zei, ja meneer,
He said, come home and eat something."
kom naar huis en eet.
Meanwhile, God had warned the young prophet, when you go there, don't eat. You have come from Judah to
Terwijl
Bethel.
God
He
hem
said,
had
don't
gewaarschuwd,
eat.
als je daar komt, eet dan niets.
Now this guy tempted him.
En deze man
He
is
said, "I am also a man of God.
ik ben ook iemand van God.
Come with me."
Kom met mij mee.
Now he convinced the man. Now,
Hij
please be
overtuigde
careful.
de man.
Anything God has told you and any man is telling you otherwise, don't believe that person. It can
Alles
be a
wat
trap.
God jou heeft verteld en iemand wist,
Cause you to deviate.
die persoon niet. Want het zal je afleiden.
Now this man followed. He
Deze
set the
man
table. And sometimes when the devil is tempting you, it's so sweet and beautiful.
en soms als de duivel je verleidt, is het zo.
I believe the kind of bread and tea that was served this man, it was so inviting, appetizing.
En die man was zo.
Who told you sin is not sweet? Sin is sweet. Until you get to the middle.
Zonder het kan zoet zijn. Totdat je in het midden
Sin is sweet. Sometimes when they are advertising alcohol, look at the color, the sweat on the
Hier
bottle.
waarop ze alcohol adverteren is zo mooi.
So inviting.
Zo uitnodigend.
So the man set the table.
Dus die man had de dag.
And this young prophet immediately forgot about what God had told him.
En de jonge profeet was vergeten wat God
And he
had
started
gezegd.
eating. Whilst
En hij
eating,
ging eten.
then the word of God came back to the old prophet, the man who invited him.
God aan de oude profeet. Die hem-
Behold, because you have disobeyed me and did not do what I asked you to do,
Zie, omdat je mij ongehoorzaam bent
you will be
geweest, niet hebt gedaan wat ik
devoured.
heb
Now,
gezegd.
he said, the enemy is roaring like a lion. To seek someone you may devour. Now, he said, animals will devour your body.
Zullen je verslonden worden door die.
How many of us have been destroyed by innocently doing what you thought?
Hoeveel van ons is niet kwijt?
So many young men's life have been destroyed because innocently they thought their friends were introducing them to something good, only to introduce them to some white powder that was going to destroy their lives.
Zoveel mensen die verloren zijn gegaan door.
Some are in prison because they followed friends that they thought were innocent,
Gevangenis en sommige mensen die onschuldig denken te
only
zijn.
to destroy their lives.
Alleen maar om hun leven.
Be vigilant and be sober. Put your life in order.
En wees sober.
Hallelujah.
In orde.
Now let's move on today. I said it's a series, so I'm taking my time to explain. Beloved, a lot of people are falling into temptations.
Veel
And
mensen
temptation
vallen
can
op
happen
verleiding.
right in the house of God.
En verleiding, dat gebeurt ook in de
Hey, I know some churches, After service, this girl knows that this man is married. By the way, hello sir, how are you doing, sir? Hey sir, hey sir. It's a trap. You are a married man. There's somebody. No, I know a church that somebody wrote to me, Pastor Nelson. Watch this. Oh, if you were not married and I was not married, will you kiss me? I said, I am a very principled man. I don't go about kissing people who are not my wives. Even when I'm not married, I want that person. I said, I am a very principled. I had to warn, because if you don't want, the next test that will come can get your mind to. So many pastors are falling, and it came through innocent. When I was not married and I came here in Eindhoven, one lady visited me. The kind of jeans the lady was wearing, I knew that this one is a trap. Pewsland, number 99. It came so hot and the shirt was here. I said, Mommy, let's sit outside and talk. Now, this lady was married to a white. And later, he told me that the man works, like the job our brother is doing, but he travels, he drives trailer and he's always not there. And she visited with that kind of, fair colored. So, somebody's nodding. You understand where I'm coming from, I said, let's go outside and talk. Then I said, next time when you are coming to visit me, come with somebody else. Come with somebody else. Some of you are talking, but you know who I'm talking. So temptation, the devil can use anybody to tempt you. Now let's go to characteristics of temptation. Now, beloved, I'm going to describe temptation to us. When it is come down, how it is like. Okay, number one, temptation is personal, it's peculiar. It's idiosyncratic. Let me tell you something. The devil doesn't tempt everyone the same way. Your temptation is different from my temptation. And number two, the devil doesn't bring mass temptation to come and tempt everybody. No, he will pick individuals. And he has his own tricks he will use. Because the devil knows you. So he will tempt you according to your weakness. So that's the first thing. Don't compare your temptation to another temptation. Another person's temptation. As for me, I can stand this one. Why couldn't he stand? Your temptation is different from mine. The fact that you could stand doesn't mean I can stand. You know why? The number two will tell us that. Boom. What you like is what tempts you. We all don't like the same things. It is what you like that the devil uses. There are some people, they don't like alcohol. You can bring alcohol, it will never tempt them. No matter the size, no matter the color. Maybe that person, when he sees the two mountains on which Moses stood to bless Israel and curse his enemies, he cannot remove the eye. So alcohol cannot tempt that person. But when that two mountains is standing in front of him, let those who have ears hear what the Spirit is saying. And now the devil knows. These days, haven't you realized that even when they are advertising a car, instead of showing the components of the car, how strong the metal is, how flexible the steer is, rather a woman is standing by the car and doing some sakara and saying, the one that becomes so sensual, it is to tempt you. What you like is what tempts you. And the devil knows what you like. And what makes it more dangerous that when what you like is available,
het maakt het nog gevaarlijker als dat.
Some of us, when we were in Africa, we liked certain things, but they were not available, so they did not tempt us.
Sommigen zijn beschikbaar, maar lijkt ons niet.
Sometimes you love this girl, but where to take the girl to is not there. The bush.
Hou je van deze meisje, maar er is niks beschikbaar waar je.
But now you travel here, and hotels are in abundance. You can lie to your parents that school says we are going to Spain. Meanwhile, you are even around where your parents are living in a hotel. It's available. When food is tempting you and food is available. Look, when some people in Africa, food can't tempt them because it's not available. Some people are living on 001, 010. You know what I mean? 001 means morning, no breakfast, no lunch, supper, you get something to eat. It's not available. So what is available makes temptation so prevalent. It makes it so easy. So let's be careful when things are available to us. And be very careful with what you like. Let me tell you something. When I was growing up, what really saved me from, otherwise I would have impregnated a lot of women. Because when I was growing up, I realized I had a problem with women. Because when they see me, they just like me. They just love me. Now, this is what I realized. That I had bad eyes. Because sometimes you look at somebody and they are attracted to you. So I said, that is what is getting me. So me, when I was growing up, when I meet you and I see you are beautiful, you are very attractive. When I'm greeting you, I don't look to your face. I'm looking somewhere. Yeah, and they labeled me in school that I don't like people. I have to protect myself. I have to be vigilant. Number two, I have soft palms. And my hand will never be in a woman's hand for 5 seconds. I greet you, I remove. And this is the even now. Some people now they greet you, Pastor, you have soft arm. If you are a woman and you say that to me, I will never shake your hand again. I have to save myself. Be vigilant. Be sober. What you like. Anything you like and you know can tempt you. Look, I have a friend I studied with. He's from Gambia, but we studied in Ghana together. He said, Nelson, he told us that when I was an unbeliever, Guinness was my problem. He said he could drink Guinness to the extent that even when he's peeing, Guinness can come out. He said it was his problem. Then he said, and so, you know what? Anytime we go to a party and they serve you Malta Guinness, the Malta Guinness is a soft drink. Yeah? Because of his problem, he said, it will remind me of my Guinness, so he will not even know. He runs away from it. What you like is what the devil uses. Number three. When temptation is coming, it looks unassuming. And enticing in the beginning. Temptation, it will not come with a flag on it. I'm about to tempt you. No. It comes in an unassuming way. Sometimes, when the devil wants to tempt you and get you into prison so that your mission will be cut short. Somebody will offend you. And it will be, look, I went to fix my car. And another person came there and sat in the car the mechanic was working on. Then the mechanic told him to get out of the car. He said, I will not get out. Then he said, my friend, get out. Then he said, I know the person whom this car belongs to. Then he said, it doesn't matter, get out. Then they started exchanging words. In the beginning, I thought it was a joke. Then the words were increasing. Then I told them, stop, please. Before I realized, the argument started as an unassuming. Then it was hitting, and I was trying to tell them, please stop. What are you talking about? Before I realized, one said, your mother. The other was a Moroccan. He said, my mother, then I saw you were getting more angry. Something that started as a joke now became more heated. I was trying, so then I started attacking. Then I started doing it before I realized I was on the floor. I said, hey. Now watch this. You know this ball machine at the mechanic shop, the one they used to tie the screw. The Moroccan took it and hit the head of the other guy who was already on the floor. It started. I had to call the police. But I had a friend there who did not have. So I stopped. I was talking to the police. I said to the police, okay, don't come. But imagine this guy had been arrested. That's how temptation started. It started as a joke. Stop, I will not stop. So many marriages started like that. Unassuming. So many. I told you about judges in Ghana that a journalist went and tempted them with money. Some took money, some took goats. It started unassuming, not knowing the guy was recording them. And it's also enticing. When David looked at Uriah's wife, Bathsheba, and this lady was buffing, the man should have run away and it was so enticing. Before you realize, and when you are in the place of authority, there are two things. You have the power to demand and to command. Understand? Anytime you find yourself in a place where there's some authority, you know that you have the power to demand and command. So you have to be very careful. You have to be very careful because as a pastor, all of you, if not all of you, most of you trust me. What I tell you, you do. So I have to be sober. I have to be vigilant. That I don't tell or I don't do things that will go against you. So I have to be very careful. And that's what happened to David. And David had to now command, go and call her. She came. She came and he demanded that I sleep with you. He was the king. Who am I, Bathsheba, to say no to the king? Now watch this. Anytime temptation is enticing you, to suck you in, no, it comes on as a way. And if the young ones were here and I was talking to them, I'll tell them that some friends who entice you. Yesterday I was sharing with the girls at home. Said, hey, some friends that you love can tell you that if you don't do this, you are stupid. Tell them I am not born for that. They will entice you to do some things. But sin will come and entice us. But watch this. Anything you are about to do, first think of the consequence. Pastor Nelson, there is this woman who has visited you in the office. She's vulnerable. She's going through marital problem. If you touch her, the head will go like this on your shoulder. So be very careful and be very vigilant. Think of consequence. If David had just taken a moment and said, when I sleep with this woman, she'll get pregnant. When she gets pregnant, disgrace is looming. And to prevent it, I have to kill the husband. To kill the husband, God will now come and bring consequence on me. Because, let me tell you something, because of that, when Prophet Nathan came and said that a man has 100 sheep, but has gone in for only one that belongs to his neighbor, David said, who is that man? He needs to be killed. And 4 sheep should be killed. Now watch this. He said it. The consequence came. 4 of his children died because of one sin. And it started with enticement. His children died. Yeah, God will forgive you. But there are some consequences
Maar er zijn
For
gevolgen.
example, when there is divorce,
Als er een scheiding is,
look at your children.
zal effect hebben op je kinderen.
But it started, our divorce. Gradually.
Maar het begon met die verleiding.
That's what we're doing. And we don't think of consequence.
Wanneer we niet denken aan de gevolgen.
I'll sleep with that person.
Oh,
And sometimes the edge is so strong. Think of
Die
consequence.
verleiding is zo sterk. Maar denk aan de gevolgen.
That's temptation. When it's coming, it's beautiful.
Dat is verleiding. Als het komt, dan is het zo mooi.
Be very careful.
Maar wees voorzichtig.
Hallelujah. Amen. Now, the last.
De laatste.
No one is above temptation.
Niemand staat boven verleiding.
Temptation is no respecter of person.
Verleiding.
You can be the Pope.
Je
You can be the greatest prophet.
Je kan
Even Jesus.
Zelfs Jezus zelf.
The devil tempted him. Who are you?
De duivel
Who am I?
verleidde hem.
And that is why you have to be vigilant.
Daarom
Don't say, as for me, I'm very spiritual. There are some people, they behave as if they created the world with God. You are the one the devil is even targeting.
Zeg niet dat je zo heilig bent. Je bent
Then back until the fall, then they realize, I'm human. Beloved, know that I am not above temptation.
Weet dat je niet boven verleiding staat.
I can be a fool. And look, Pastor Nelson, I've been foolish. I'm a fool. I have to always watch out. So sometimes when things have started and I'm alone, sometimes I can say things, I can argue with my wife and say something. And when I'm alone, I always do assessment. See, continuous assessment leads to continuous improvement that establishes your success. So always, yes, you in the heat of a moment, something can happen, but you have to always assess. Always assess and ask yourself, where is this thing leading to? Where is that thing leading to? When you are able to know these characteristics of temptation, when anytime temptation is coming, you know. Number one, I said it is personal. The devil will tempt you personally. He does not try to compare you to another person. He knows you. Number two, what you like is what tempts you. Especially what you like when it is available. So be vigilant. And number three, I said when it's coming, it's unassuming and it's very enticing. And sometimes it comes at a moment when you really are in fix. Be very careful.
Het komt vaak op het moment dat je het echt nodig hebt.
You are not above it.
Maar je staat niet boven.
Hallelujah. I will end here today.
Next
week, and my daughter, let's see what are we going to do. Show us. We are going to differentiate between test and temptation. Okay? What are the different? Don't put the rest there, okay? Then we will also talk about, after this, then we'll talk about the progressive nature of temptation. How it happens. Then we will go and try to analyze the temptation of Joseph. Then after that, we analyze the temptation of Jesus Christ. Then we will prefer solution. How do you overcome it? Is that okay? Is that okay? Yes. So today, I spent time to talk about the characteristics of temptation. Please go and ponder about these things. So that when temptation is coming, you know that, hey, this thing can lead to something. Let's go and feel this.